Shout out to Money Brown, man. Respect Junior. My boy Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV. And keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on out there, fight? Well, it's your boy Money back with another one, man. And this one here is on one of the youngest, hottest stars in the game, Devin the Dream Haney, the youngest promoter in the game, and the WBC lightweight world champion, and the 2-division world champion, Showtime Shawn Porter, out of Ohio, repping big time. And Shawn had some harsh words to say about their fight, man. Some harsh words. You know, I feel like it was pure bullshit, right? But I want y'all to listen to what he had to say, and we go snap back with that great old assessment.
Thing is, outside of him being 35 years old, there's no excuse, especially with his type of experience, for him not to throw upwards to 60 punches in that 11th round and 70 punches in that 12th round. When you can gesture this dude to the corner, to me, that lets me know you got some energy and you're ready for this 11th round in boxing. However, when you see somebody hurt, you jump on them, you throw punches, you buck them off of you, you keep throwing, you push them, you headlocking them. You don't forget he's 35. You're throwing them down, you roughing them up, all this and that. And I didn't get any of that from Jorge Linares. And I found that, I'm going to use the word now, I found that suspicious. I found that to be very weird. I don't want to say too much more than that. I'm going to let everybody else say what it is. I say, you know what, Dad, at the end of the fight, Jorge dropped him and didn't drop him. Jorge hurt him in the 10th round, but then Jorge didn't go at him in the 11th or 12th. And there was a slight pause on the phone. My dad said he didn't go at him. I said, no. My dad said, well, yeah. He said, then it's a duck. And I said, I don't know what I'm going to do on this show tonight, but that I did find that to be a problem. And he said, yeah, that's a problem to me.
Now, this is my thing with Shawn Porter. You are a big entity now. You have a nice platform, the Porter way, right? People tune in to you, man. You are a 2-division world champion. And you go on your podcast and you down this kid like that. You down this kid like that, Porter. That is not cool, bro. That is not cool for you to take away from this kid performance like that, bro. That is so wrong, bro. That is so wrong on so many levels, y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Because first of all, you alluding to Devin Haney fight was fixed. You're alluding to that, you know, they went into that ring and they paid Linares off or whatever the situation was to get Devin Haney a win. When that man worked his ass off for that win. That man worked his ass off for that win, Porter. You don't do no shit like that, family. That's kind of sickening to me, bro. For you to be who you are, for you to have the dignity and the character and the person that you say you're supposed to be, right? You are a fighter yourself. You understand what I'm saying? You know how hard this boxing game is. You know criticism come with every fight, regardless of how good you do in that ring. Criticism gonna come with every fight, bro. But for you, Shawn Porter, a promoter, a fighter, a broadcaster, like I say, somebody that people look up to, for you to go out there and say that, you know, it looked suspicious, and you called your pops up, which is right there, Kenny Porter, and you told him that he got dropped, and Jorge didn't step on the gas, right? And he knew that he hurt him. Come on, bro. He hurt him after the bell. He hurt him after the bell. Yes, he stumbled back to the fucking back to his corner, but you don't know how somebody come out and how they recover, bro. Devin was in good fucking shape, so you don't know how that man recovered after the drop, bro. You feel me? And yes, Dale was holding on. He was doing a veteran thing like you're supposed to do when you get hurt. But that don't mean Jorge Linares wasn't trying to finish him off. That don't mean Jorge Linares wasn't fighting his game plan. That don't mean he didn't want to do some stupid shit and miscalculate something and end up getting his ass dropped himself, because we know he's known to go down. You feel me? So what he was looking for was another opening, another opportunity to see if he can hurt him in the ring and then go after his ass 120%. But come on, bro. It ain't like when you hurt a motherfucker and they wobble, you're like, oh, shit. You know? Now, credit. Could Jorge came out and went at him? Yes, he could have. But in his head, he not knowing, right? He not knowing, like, okay, is this motherfucker still hurt or not? But at the same time, Devin was more physically stronger than Jorge Linares to me. To me. Now, we know Jorge was a grown man. You're saying he was 35 years of age, where you feel like, oh, you could have wrestled him down. You could have did this. You could have did that. You could have tried to make it bad for him. Yeah, but when have Jorge Linares ever did that? Whenever you ever went and wrestled a motherfucker down or went straight at somebody, he always been a smooth technician trying to catch your ass with a big shot and put you out, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Catch you with a big shot and put you out. Like, listening to you, and this is no knock. Like, if people had Jorge winning, that's what's up. Like, if you was going for Jorge, there's no knock on that. I respect Jorge Linares, a 3-division world champion. He was one of my favorite fighters, still is one of my favorite fighters. I kept telling people, Jorge Linares will have some success in this fight. I'm the one that was telling people, if Jorge going hurt and hit dead with some shit and have some success, give him his credit for us being a veteran fighter, a 3-division world champion, a future Hall of Famer, and don't try to make it like, oh, Dev ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? He's you know what I mean? He's still growing. This is his first step of fight. Nah, Jorge Linares is just a hell of a fighter. He's just a hell of a fighter, bro. He had success in every fight that he had. Every fight that he had success in. You understand me? Besides the ones where he got knocked out, I think he got knocked out early to I think it was John Molina, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me. Or was it Antonio DeMarco? I think it was Antonio DeMarco that knocked him out early, I think. But other than that, he had success in all, even against Lomachenko. Dropped Lomachenko ass, was in that fight. He's a skillful fucking fighter, bro. Jorge is skillful. He is skillful. He is a technician in that ring, and he got pop. He ain't no slouch. The man used to spar with Edwin Valero. Listen to me, family. For y'all don't know who Edwin Valero is, go look up who Edwin Valero is. The man sparred with Edwin Valero, rest his soul, bro. We all know what he did to his wife, and I'm not, putting light on Edwin Valero, but as a fighter, he was a bad motherfucker. He was a bad boy. You understand what I'm saying? So, Jorge Linares ain't no slouch. Mikey Garcia wanted to fight him at once upon a time. So, yes, Dev stepped it up the competition, winning her, and he fought the shit out of Jorge, outboxed him for like 9 rounds. You feel me? He had the fight in the bag, hands down. But when you come out and try to say that a fight was fixed, especially in this today's time, bro, you take credibility away from a man, especially with social media being what social media is, especially with Dev already fighting his way to try to get his recognition, already going at it with Teofimo Lopez, talking about the email belt and shit like that, because I look at his title as the real title. Teofimo, I like the kid, but he's the unified champion. And him and Dev need to get on for undisputed. You feel me? Now, when we looking at Shawn Porter come out shitting on this kid, talking about it was fixed, like I say, especially with the fucking social media being what it is, you can hurt a man fucking business like that. You can hurt a man business like that. That's what Kwame Brown was talking about with Stephen A. Smith. When you downplay somebody right there because you got a podcast and you can talk, you still got to watch what you say on certain shit, bro. Like, that's not talk for the world. Now, I'm not telling nobody to hold their feelings in, but you as a fighter, being in this fight game, still in this fight game right now, you trying to get Bob Earn to pay you a certain amount of fee to fight Turnbull Crawford that he don't want to pay you. And look how it shake up the internet. So for you to come out and say that this fight looked as suspicious and it was, some shit went right because Jorge hurt him and then jump on him, you alluding to that the fight was a fix, bro. You alluding to that the fight was a fix, and that's bullshit. Devin Haney went out there and earned this. He earned this win, bro. He earned that win. That man went out there with hard work and dedication, bro. He earned that shit. So a motherfucker going out there getting hit and hurt, right? Oh, I'm gonna get hit and hurt, and we go, don't hit me, don't knock me out no more. Just hit and hurt me. Like, come on, that's bullshit. That's pure bullshit. If that's the case, why is Linares fighting that hard? Why is he cracking Devin Haney like that if the fight fixed? So if the fight was fixed, what if you'd have hit Devin Haney with that shot and knocked his ass clean out? You understand what I'm saying? But it's fixed. He hit and hurt this man that could have knocked his ass clean out, but it's fixed. So what happened? Linares get fined? He gets shelved? He fucked up? Like, come on, Shawn Porter, man. You bigger than that and you better than that, bro. You bigger than that and you better than that, bro. This was some sucker shit that you did? Some sucker shit? Then you talking about you calling your pops up and he's saying if it walks like a duck, if it's quacked like a duck, then it is a duck? Is it something that you got against Devin Haney? Because y'all boys spoiled with each other. Y'all spoiled with each other. Did that kid hit your ass with something that you didn't like? Did something go on in that sparring that you didn't like? Did he outbox your ass in that sparring that you didn't like? Did something go on, bro? For you to come out and say this about this young kid and the biggest fight of his career, and for you to sit up here and say that this man's shit was fixed, it's some bullshit, bro. It's some bullshit. Because there's plenty of fights out there that you can put the F word on, but I don't see you saying nothing about it. There's plenty of fights out there that you can put the F word on, but I don't see you saying nothing about it. But you would shit on this young kid, Devin Haney, and say he in a fixed fight? That's pure bullshit, Shawnee. You're a sucker for that shit. You're a sucker. You know what I mean? You already showed suckerism when you talking about you apologize to Turnbull Crawford for calling him out. You see? Oh, man, no, I want to apologize because, you know, I went about it the wrong way. I went into the media and I called him out. What the fuck wrong with going into the media and calling out Turnbull Crawford? It ain't like you disrespected the man. It ain't like you called him out his name. It ain't like you disrespected his family. You know what I mean? You just said you wanted to fight. As your father said it. Your father said, well, we going after Turnbull Crawford. So what the fuck you supposed to say? Oh, Pops. No, Pops, don't say that. Let me call him first, Pops. I'm going to call him, and me and Bud going to talk about fighting. If Bud don't want to fight me, then we're not going to fight. This is my friend, Pops. This is my best friend, but you didn't invite him to your wedding, but that's your best friend. Miss me with the bullshit, bro. Miss me with the bullshit. And to the fans out there, y'all got to take this shit in consideration. Be trill about this shit. That fight was not fixed. Devin Haney went out there with blood, sweat, and tears and put it all on the line against a tough motherfucker, and Jorge Linares is. You understand me? Give that man his flowers and give him his just due. He beat that man. You know what I mean? What AB said, I beat that boy. Everybody know I beat that boy. He beat that man convincingly, unanimous decision. He went out there, he put his feet on the gas, he tried to go for it, ended up getting caught, hit with a nice shot. That happened in boxing when you go forward. Shawn Porter, what about when Earl Spence dropped your motherfucking ass? It happens once you go forward, you get caught with shots. But guess what? You recuperated, right? You was in great shape, right? Devin Haney was in great shape, right? So the man recuperated, man, and he got his fucking burns back, and he did what a veteran fighter's supposed to do, and he ain't even a fucking veteran yet. He's still a young bull, but he knew to hold on to a motherfucker, and you don't fight when you're hurt. Period. You understand what I'm saying? Period. Shouts out to Devin Haney, man, on a spectacular victory. I enjoyed that fight. Shouts out to Linares for being a fucking competitor, coming in as a real former world champion and giving Devin as a tough fight, making him earn that shit, and giving him some experience in the ring. Now he can grow from that shit. But Shawn Porter, you should be ashamed of yourself, my brother. You should be ashamed of yourself. And you owe Devin Haney an apology, fam. Shawn Porter, you owe Devin Haney an apology. And I'm going to leave it at that. Until then, this your boy Monty. This the NSBC movie. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to donate. OG Money on Cash App. TreyHampton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the video. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.